If you've spent more than 5 minutes in the city of Tanabe, you've seen Benkei. His face is everywhere and on everything. He warns you to drive safe and asks you to play pachinko. He even keeps you company at the bus stop. Benkei is one of the most famous warrior monks in Japanese history, said to embody the virtues of wisdom, compassion, and bravery. He is a truly legendary figure in both senses of the word. Many facts about his life are apocryphal. So the story that he studied at the monastery on Mount Hiei near Kyoto is probably true. But the one where he spent 3 years in his mother's womb and was born with shoulder-length hair and a full set of teeth is maybe not. His poor mother. Benkei was said to have dueled many samurai, and when he won, he would take their swords as spoils. He had collected 999 swords when he met Yoshitsune of the Minamoto clan. Despite advantages in size and strength, Benkei was defeated twice. He pledged his life to the Minamoto Saiyan. Depending on what you're willing to believe, this act may have changed the course of Japanese history. In the 12th century, decades of enmity between the Minamoto clan and their rivals, the Taira clan, boiled over into a civil war called the Genpei War. Benkei was a Minamoto supporter, but his father, a priest in Tanabe named Tanzo, nominally supported the Taira. Benkei asked his father to change his allegiance to the Minamoto clan. Unable to choose between these two factions, Tanzo decided to let the gods sort it out. He obtained 7 red chickens, the color of the Taira clan, and 7 white chickens, the color of the Minamoto, and had them fight. The white chickens persevered, and so Tanzo decided to switch his support to the Minamoto clan. Today, this shrine is known as Toukei Jinja, or literally, cockfight shrine. The conflict between these two clans led to red versus white becoming a common concept in Japanese culture. For example, Tanzo's assistance came in the form of the Kumano quote-unquote navy, kind of a cross between pirates and privateers. They were said to hide out in sea caves like this one. They spent a lot of their time fishing and a little of it thieving, but when called into battle, the Kumano navy was a formidable sea power. Tanzo wrote that he witnessed 200 ships launching from Ogigahama Beach. And while this is probably an exaggeration, the Taira navy was decisively outnumbered in their defeat at the final battle of Dan no Ura. Benkei's plea figuratively turned the tide of the battle, and then the tide literally turned. The current drove the Taira ships away from their attempt to encircle the enemy navy. Once it was apparent that the battle was lost, the emperor's grandmother took the 6-year-old emperor into her arms, and together they plunged into the waters of the strait. The line of emperors continued uninterrupted, but this battle marked the beginning of almost 700 years of military rule in Japan. It was an age of warriors, and Benkei was one of the best. The hero prospered for several years, until inter-clan conflicts led to Benkei's liege lord Yoshitsune being hunted by his own brother. Yoshitsune was holed up in a castle accessible only by a single bridge. Benkei made his final stand. According to the stories, Benkei killed 300 soldiers as they tried, unsuccessfully, to cross to the other side of the bridge. Eventually, the soldiers gave up and riddled Benkei with arrows, but still he would not fall. Finally, some cautious soldiers crossed to the other side and realized that Benkei was already dead. He had died standing up. Like most facts about Benkei, the idea that he hailed from Tanabe is unverified and unprovable. But even still, the legend of Benkei lives on in Tanabe. There's stuff named after him everywhere. Here's the well from which Benkei drank. Here's where a pine tree planted in honor of him once stood. Here's a rock he sat on once. And no, I'm not making this one up. Children get taken here and are made to sit on the same rock that Benkei did, for bravery. Benkei might never have even visited Tanabe, but when you've got a tale as good as this one, why let the facts get in the way?